What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and some interesting little updates in the Kyle Rittenhouse saga. Apparently, this is the Kyle is my new Brie Larson. Although YouTube doesn't like the videos about Kyle nearly as much as it did the videos about Brie. I mean, like YouTube in particular, not you, my wonderful viewers. I hope that, by the way, that you're having a good day. Getting close to Christmas. I know it can be kind of a tough time of year for people. A lot of people think about getting together with family and all these type of things, but Christmas is also a time of year when loneliness can peak. And, I just want you all to know that, I'm here for you. If you need someone to talk to, you can always email me. I appreciate you. So Kyle has issued one last plea for some help, along with some new interesting details coming out around Thomas Binger and some new conferences that Kyle will be speaking at. I'm going to get into all that after a quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Exter. Who are they? Well, they're the world's largest smart wallet brand. Designs innovative solutions to improve the way you carry your everyday items. They craft high-end, trackable wallets designed to keep your valuables safe, slim, and stylish. Here's the wallet. You got your cash option here. Check this out. I need to get my credit card out. Bam.
Oh my God.
Slide it back down. Very easy. It's a quick release mechanism. Here they are. Bam. Super thin, sleek, awesome design. And check out the tracker that they have. Here is the Extra tracker. It goes in your wallet, or really any device that you want, and you can track it using your phone. If you want, you could find your phone even anytime you want. If I want to find my phone, ready? Double click the tracker. Now I found my phone. Now, if I'm looking for this, let's say I can't find my wallet, you can open the app on your phone, ring to find, check this out. It even uses solar power to charge. How cool is that? Plus, they have a gigantic Christmas sale. They're running a Christmas gifting sale right now, up to 35% off all site-wide with free gift bags. This thing is far thinner than a conventional wallet and is designed to prevent identity theft and skimming. Use the link in the description below or the pinned comment. Pick yourself up one and maybe think about getting another for a great gift. Still time to get a sweet Christmas present put together. And hey, got a pretty sweet offer for you. Now, there's a little bit of outrage going on over that Kyle was, quote, treated like a celebrity. An outrageous interview. Who's outraged about it? Deaf Noodles. Kyle appeared on a number of podcasts and videos following the conclusion of his trial last month, when he was, of course, acquitted of all charges. Earlier this month, the 18-year-old sat down with conservative political commentator and YouTube and podcast host Steven Crowder, where they discussed all sorts of stuff going on. When asked why he wanted to get rid of his pew-pew, Kyle said that he had to defend himself with it, and they didn't want it back on the streets or propped up in some sort of museum, like a lot of people had apparently requested. After a clip of the interview was shared online, social media users began slamming interviewers for continuing to put Kyle in the spotlight after his trial. Responding to the scene on Instagram, one person commented, "Please stop reporting on this guy as if he's a celebrity. He's doing literally a press tour. Nothing he says is new or productive to hear, and it's just gross." You can see from your profile picture that you are also quite gross. Another wrote, "Please stop platforming him. He's not a celebrity." He really isn't, but he does represent a lot of, unwillingly, a lot of, our, 2A people, self-defense people, and even the kind of politicization of the trial, the overly political, trumped-up charges of Thomas Binger. This really was kind of a culture battle case, even though it shouldn't have been. Never should have been. But I mean, you had this article, jumped up charges, lying witnesses, and withheld evidence. How ADA Thomas Binger presided over a hapless trial and has been left humiliated. Disappointed prosecutor Thomas Binger, who's been heavily criticized for his actions during the case, sat back in his chair, looked at the ceiling, and issued a sigh as the first verdict in the Kenosha trial came in. Defense lawyer Mark Richards did not hold back, blasting the Kyle Rittenhouse prosecutor within minutes of the end of the trial. Prosecutors are supposed to seek the truth. It's not about winning. This case became about winning, and that's probably why it got so personal. Richards was speaking after Kyle was sensationally cleared of all charges resulting from the night. He protected himself. I've known Tom Binger for a long time, Richards said. I knew him when he was a civil lawyer. I'm disappointed with some of the things he did. Richards was just the latest to criticize Binger's performance in the 2-week trial, in which he frequently butted heads with Judge Bruce Schroeder. But Binger wasn't alone in the legal line of fire. Many court watchers believe Binger was thrown into the case because the DA, who would normally prosecute such a high-profile case himself, knew that the case was weak. Binger was set up for failure, one Kenosha legal insider told DailyMail.com. During the trial, Graverly is the superstar, and he knew this one would be sure to tarnish it. The conservative Milwaukee Right Now and Graverly pawned off the case to get the unfortunate assistant district attorney Thomas Binger, who was left to spin gold out of a pile of self-defense straw. The problem started before the trial when the charges that the DA had brought against Kyle. Then presidential candidate Joe Biden had called Kyle a terrible thing. That put huge pressure on Kenosha District Attorney Graverly to come down hard on Kyle, who was then 17. He was charged as an adult when he never should have been, by the way, in the first place. He never should have been charged at all. Video footage, of course, vindicated him. We know all the details about the case, of course. The most notable was when he tried to introduce testimony about Kyle's silence in the months between the events and the trial, and the judge had explicitly ruled inadmissible in a pretrial hearing. Why do you think that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? Schroeder shouted at Binger. I was astonished when you began your examination by the commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 or 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that. Schroeder also berated him for talking about JoJo setting a fire. All we're talking about is arson. We're talking about being loud and disorderly, Binger said. Schroeder immediately cut him off. I can't believe some of what you're saying, he said in a raised voice. All we're talking about is arson? Come on. Binger, 51, made it clear earlier this week that whatever the outcome of the case, he would make no public comment. Well, yeah, except for when he went on a podcast. I mean, I get it that this case was a stinker, I think, but unfortunately, you know, it never should have been raised. It never should have ever happened in the first place. And that was the most frustrating part about the whole thing. Now, today, Kyle has tweeted out, the Free Kyle USA account tweeted out an update. We will forever be grateful for your support and generosity. This ordeal has been costly. We must now pay our final round of our case-related bills and prepare for the next steps. For one last time, will you please chip in with a final donation here? And you write here, as Kyle mentioned the other day, thank you for everything you've done for him and our family. Without your prayers, kind words, and support, and incredible generosity, we never would have made it through this, and we'll be forever grateful. Very soon, we will have some big things to announce. But for now, we are doing everything we can to close the books on Kyle's legal defense. The whole ordeal has been tough and very costly. We must now pay off our final round of case-related bills, from legal to security. Every single person on our team did such an amazing job. I must ensure we handle our debts. Once we can wrap this up, I can promise you it won't be the last time you'll hear from Kyle. He has a lot to say and continue fighting for, and we're busy preparing the next steps. In the meantime, I'd like to let you know that all reoccurring donations towards Kyle Legal Defense will be stopped on December 31st, and we'll be releasing an audited financial data by the end of the first quarter next year. This is excellent, because my biggest concern about kind of this blindly asking for money, and they need it. and I will donate a portion of this video's revenue to it, is not being transparent about how much everything costs. You know, I need to know like how much money you actually need, what the legal bills will look like. But it looks like they're going to come out and release that information, which will be, I think, what's the word for it? That's the correct thing to do when you're raising so much money so publicly. We'll never forget the generosity of our supporters. We want you to know we did everything possible to make sure your donations were used wisely and effectively. From Wendy Rittenhouse. So, of course, freekylousa.org/donate. If you're in a position to. I know it's a tough time of year, but, you know, if you're in a position to help him out, I think maybe we do that. Of course, he's now going to speak at the Turning Point USA event, along with Donald Trump Jr. and Ted Cruz. Now, I am a little leery about kind of this celebrity media tour that Kyle's doing. I understand why, and I understand, like, he has every right to do it. He has every right to make his money, 100%. But, you know, it makes me a little nervous. You know, I hope that he's making some money from all of this, is I guess what I would say too. There are a lot of leeches out there who want him there and who want to, you know, capitalize on his cachet, his celebrity. But, you know, I would hope that he's getting paid out some way. You know, these people are donating to his legal defense. And, you know, Turning Point USA have some wild parties, I'm told. I'm way too old for all that kind of nonsense. But I hope he has fun. I hope he continues to enjoy his victory lap. But I do worry, you know, I just want him to not overplay it. So hopefully this will, you know, turn into something good. We'll get some information on some lawsuits coming forward. And the kid hopefully can start his college in spring. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.